And here we are, folks. More live rugby league action, blue collar sports, with Barracudas 1 on your left of screen, taking on Bulgaman Brothers. The first time we'll see the Bulgaman Brothers. That's here. We'll look to get underway. And we're away here with Barracudas 1 kicking us off and getting us underway. And a good crowd rolling in now. It'll be Bulgaman Brothers on the right of your screen here with first use of the ball. And for the Brothers, number 1, Philip Kidner. 2, Winston Noble. 3, Thomas Blanket. 4, Alan Palm Island. 5, Paul Nugent. 6, Ikey Haynes. 7, Michael Noble. 8, Frederick Ross. 9, Matthew Fraser. 10, Frederick Larry. 11, Simon Abram. 12, Jared Hopkins. 13, Malcolm Larry, as there's a line break here on the left-hand edge. 14, Chris Wales. 15, Clifton Johnson. 16, Sterling Aiden. 17, Frederick Friday. 18, Ralph Gumaji. 19, Lawrence Walton. 20, Tobias Pryor. 21, Eric Martin. 22, Frank Nugent. 23, Patrick Wallace. 24, Reginald Wallace. 25, Lawrence Bell. And coached by Roderick Shortjoe. And now it's Barracudas 1 on the attack. Alice there at 9. They're 20 metres out. First opportunity here. Early in this first half. And that wind starting to play a factor in this one. They're just Davin Crampton dragged down just metre short. Now Pearson and Daryl Pearson will go over for the first points here as our referee Ben Baker points to the spot. And for Barracudas 1.
Went to Daryl Pearson, number 6. Takes the score to Barracudas 4. Brothers 0.
And for Palmon, Barracudas 1, number 1, Eli Charles. 2, Liam Kerr. 3, Alfred Lacey. 4, Brent Barnes. 5, Jeremy Byquar. 6, Daryl Pearson and try scorer. 7, Jalba Merger. 8, Tylen Kerr. 9, John Ellis. 10, Wassenbire. 11, Dwayne Rubin. 12, Cortez Brown Vi. 13, Davin Crampton. 16, Clinton Palmer. 14, Cordo Singleton. 23, Thomas Byra. 24, Thomas Uy. And 25, Javan Uy.
Okay, everyone, just quick listen in. Next to the building, there is a bag for your recycling, for all of your bottles and things like that. All the money from that goes towards the junior league.
And if this is your first game joining us, 20-minute halves here at the Christmas Cup. No time off in the round matches. We certainly do appreciate having the privilege to bring you this rugby league action here in December. Who'd have thought?
Conversion unsuccessful.
Conversion waved away.
Remains Barracudas 4, Brothers yet to score.
It's a bit of 4 seasons in one day here at the moment. Dane.
It is keeping temperature down a little bit now, but the clouds are starting to roll in. This could turn very interesting.
He had a bit of a storm blow over in Bamaga, and she was pretty wild scenes up there. So not our first rodeo. And the brothers get us back underway here. Pearson takes the line on himself. Drag down now, 30 metres out. They come back to centre field. Mossambara there. Goes over the halfway line. Ellis jumps down the short side. Scheming. Gets another 12 metres. Crampton goes to lock. Goes to dummy half. Just sized up the right, then goes back to Pearson on the left. They play out the back to Charles. Now Charles with room to move. Well, Eli Charles. That was a lovely little bit of footwork on the end of that Daryl Pearson pass.
That is another try to the Barracudas through Eli Charles, taking the score to Barracudas 8. Others yet to score, with the conversion to come.
And he is quite a handful, Eli Charles. The pleasure of watching the young man here at the Palm Island Nines, and tell you what, he's a big body, he moves well, he's well balanced. Showed us a little bit of everything in that. And what a way to spend a Saturday. Carnival Rugby League. Throw the Carnival Rugby League on and sports bet on the other.
Can we please get off the field?
You've got it all covered.
Please clear the field, kids.
It's a nightmare if you've got stuff to do. Park yourself up on the lounge in the air conditioning and...
No lawns are getting mowed this week.
Not at all. That conversion is successful.
And the conversion is successful, taking the score
10 points to nil.
10. Brothers yet to score with 13 minutes to go. And a reminder that the next game is the girls is Barracuda Green.
Round 3 in our women's competition coming up.
Straight after this game. Thank you.
And Kamara Thompson with a shout out to her son, Cortez Brown Vi, the number 12 for Cooters 1. And certainly going well at the moment. Yeah. William Brothers to get us back underway. And that's the that's probably the third kick I think we've seen down this side that's gone out on the full today.
That wind must be picking up and drifting that ball.
It's a funny breeze that you sort of get down here. It blows in from, feels like it blows in from every angle.
Surrounded by mountains.
Yeah. And a good nudge there. It'll bring Barracudas 1 deep back into Bullman Brothers territory. Now Byra. Drag down 5 metres out. Crampton to the left. Geez, it must have only been a metre short there. That one just in front of Davin Crampton there. Just couldn't reel it in. So they survived that raid here, the brothers. Well, the hamstring's feeling the pinch here. And that ball's come loose again. And so it'll be Barracudas 1 now to get an opportunity to go back on the attack. So it's battling to get out of their end at the moment, Bullgoodman brothers. Fronts in, seconds in, locks in, and away we go. Out to left Pearson. Standing in a tackle, but seeing Abram coming over the top. Finish that one off. And appeal for a little knock on, but referee says no. Play short. Huey. Now Crampton goes to the line, spins out of one, spins out of a second. Davin Crampton. Over he goes.
That's another try to the
On the left, on the right, and straight through the centre.
Davin Crampton takes the score to 14 of the kick to come.
And Gene Barnes sending a shout out to number 4, son Brent Barnes. So good to have so many family members on board supporting and following along. And Barracudas 1. They're they've started well. We saw them up against Barracudas Green yesterday, and they sort of got themselves in a hole for a period there, and they used every second of that match with a try in the corner to get up as the siren went off in the background.
Magnificent try, that too, yesterday.
Mate, in these kind of temperatures, nobody's going the long way around. Moves in, strikes it, likes it. And it's 2 more points in the account for Barracudas 1.
Successful, taking the Barracudas to 16. Brothers yet to score with 8.5 minutes to go.
8.5 minutes left in this matchup. Once again, 20-minute halves, no time off. This one holding up in the breeze, but Charles secures it. And charging off the back fence. It's Thomas Byra. Byqua taken down 10 metres short of halfway on the second. There's some strong defence here from the brothers, straight in over the top. Once again, it was Abram. And they go early with the kick, looking to use the breeze for the 40-20. It's going to set up. Apologies, folks. The camera went on strike for a second.
He must have got to that too.
And a penalty here. This will help brothers to get out of their end because they were caught in a corner, and Barracudas 1 were just... luckily that breeze blown across, got a piece of it at the end. The on knee tap. And a strong tackle over the top. It's Clinton Palmer there. It's a good carry and good meters to be made there.
Brothers, the team brothers,
Malcolm Larry.
back. Too close to the sideline, guys.
Away they go to the right. They had numbers on the outside if they could get it there. Stepping off 1 and 2, and he's away here. There's room. Sterling Aiden. Last tackle, and they'll be 20 metres out. A bit of concern. Oh, it's been a bit of a head clash there, but they're right. Daryl Pearson is back to his feet, and he'll get back on with it. Last tackle still. Straightens up and goes through a yawning gap. And a lovely bit of football there. Boogleman brothers get their first points. And don't they love that one? Plenty of support here for the brothers' side.
And that is a try to the brothers' team through number 3, Thomas Blanket. Taking the score to Barracudas 16, brothers 4 with a kick to come.
Absolute scenes there. The bench brothers 10 deep. Plenty of support. A great bit of footy there. It was Michael Noble just came back off his left and they parted like the Red Sea. Maria McLeod sending out a shout out to Sterling Aiden. We just saw him with a bit of a line break there before. Frank Nugent and Alan Palm Island. So the boys, I'm sure they'll, when they're watching back here later on, Maria McLeod sending a big shout out. So you're a brother supporter, you're liking what you see there. They were able to get out of their half, get down, build a bit of pressure, and come up with some points. Conversion successful.
And the conversion is successful, taking the score to
16 points to 6 now.
16, 6, with 3.5 minutes to go into the first half.
Eli Charles gets us back underway for Barracudas 1. Just over 3 minutes remaining in this one. And they got a spring in their step now, brothers. Malcolm Larry. Meters to be had. Just creeping up, but just across the shoulder. Referee says, away they go now. Looking again to try and strip on the right. They play short and the ball goes down. Just those areas in the wrong parts of the footy field at the moment, isn't it? Just can't afford to give ball up in your own end.
Especially not in this carnival football. A mistake is nearly a try.
A bit of temperatures come out with the cloud coverage and a bit of a breeze up, so that's fantastic for all the players and supporters alike. Beautiful conditions here to sit and enjoy some rugby league. Two minutes left in this one. Barracudas 1 on the attack. 30 metres out to the right of the uprights. Drag down now, 10 metres out, centre field. Options both sides. They go to the left. Oh, he dragged down. 3 metres short now. Ellis just marshalling some troops. Wanted to get them through. They play out the back. And slicing through is Jalabamurga. Well, they just pushed up on his outside shoulder, and you can't do that on good halves. And he took that bit of space, took the line on, and he's able to answer back just when Boogleman brothers look to be fighting their way back into it. So conversion to come, and we'll have 60 seconds left in this one. Well, with the ball in their hand, they're right in this. Borgman Brothers. It's just those areas, and it's not just the areas. The areas they're making them. Just inviting Barracudas one down to their end. This is a full hill. It's packed in.
Definitely the crowd is definitely starting to roll in now.
Hopefully you're enjoying the coverage from wherever you may be watching. Jump in the live chat. Let us know where you're watching from. And you can also go onto our Facebook page to see the draw, see where your favourite team is when they're going to be on as well, on the Blue Collar Sports Facebook page. And if the siren goes, you check in there, then you will conversion successful. So another 2 points, 22 points to 6.
Okay,
But if you check in on the Facebook page, you'll also, where the draw is, you'll also be able to throw in who you're cheering for and go into the draw to win yourself a Blue Collar Sports t-shirt.
Draw is at half time. Barracudas 20, Brothers to 6.
Guess what? We just got a couple of minutes here, Dane. We've spoken about it briefly, mate. The proprietor for Blue Collar.
Reminder: next game is the women's. It will be the Barracuda Green and the sisters team. So
there we go.
Conclusion of this game.
Women's competition coming up next. Women's competition coming up next. But Dane, mate, Blue Collar Tackle, the godfather of the blue collar industries, I suppose, with the Blue Collar Tackle there, the fishing company that you got there, selling lures and tackle and all things fishing really for North Queensland, made by or brought in by North Queenslander for North Queenslanders, mate.
Yeah, basically it's just a small business I run from home, obviously, so I can get out and about and help my best mate here, Rob, do a bit of camera work.
I need a lot more help catching fish, I know that.
Well, I can help you out with that. I'll chip you a few BCT lures, and we should get the camera out one day on the boat and do a little bit of a live stream of what we get up to when we get out and fishing.
Yeah, certainly. Tends to be a lot of other activity other than fishing. I don't mind to keep hydrated in these North Queensland conditions. You always got to keep hydrated on the boat.
Definitely. Hydration.
And I'm a pretty good first mate, I'd say. As far as we say that, you're a better cameraman than I'm a first mate, I'd say, and some of the condition I've come back in the boat. But, mate, whereabouts can they go and find you if anyone wants to go and have a look at some of the gear that you've got there?
All right, so it's predominantly an online store. I don't have a bricks and mortar store. So you can jump online on bctfishing.com.au. Jump on there, have a look, see what I've got. Predominantly, it is focused at the North Queensland fisheries. So your barramundis, your jacks, got your jigs for your deep sea trout, big reds, mackies, stuff like that.
I guess the best part about what you've done, Dane, as you've sort of said, it was about just sort of keeping the cost down, keeping it affordable, keep fishing affordable for all the people up in North Queensland in this day and age too, with everything going on the up, mate. It's refreshing to have someone that's supplying stuff to the people that keeps them in the water.
Yeah, 100%, Rob. I started out this venture is because I went out fishing and I lost $100 worth of lures in 3 hours. I came home, mentioned it to the wife. She wasn't too happy about it.
The Minister for War and Finance.
So I went out and bought another $100 worth of gear, only to lose that the next day. My wife had something to say about that, so I had to come up with something different. So I started to manufacture myself, just for me, my personal fishing. Then my mates got around it, and then they told them word of mouth. It just took off. So now I'm actually outsourcing the production, but I'm overseeing the quality.
No, it's fantastic stuff, mate. So, and if you're following along Blue Collar Sports too, so you can jump onto our Facebook page, like I've been mentioning. There's a few links up there and some videos of some of the guys that Dane's got using A and B Hooked is out there, and Graham Knight Fishing as well. Some videos using the gear and helping people out, and good men to get out there on the boat with as well.
Yeah, so if you're into fishing and you like watching those YouTube channels, those YouTube fishers, Matty from A&B Hooked on YouTube, he does some great videos. And if you want to learn anything about fishing, 90s Fishing Adventures on YouTube as well is also great action that he gets from his camera work, but he's also, throughout his videos, he's giving you the tips and all the tricks that he uses to catch these North Queensland territorial fish.
That's fantastic, and I'm certainly getting around a bit of 90s gear because I need all the help I can get, along with the BCT lures to drag a few in. But I do have a PB, well, it would have been a PB mangrove jack if it wasn't for my good mate Scriv being god-awful on a net. But no, thank you, and we just get ready to get back in the next. So go check that out, www.bctfishing.com to get to the store. You jump online, .au, sorry, and or you jump online and you can find all the socials and the links on there. And I got a couple of shout-outs coming through thick and fast.
But obviously you don't want to be checking that website for another 20 minutes because we're about to kick off for another exciting second half.
And away we go here, and it's the Ullman brothers to get us underway. And Pearson just dropping it on the shoe, but he's able to secure it in. And Byra getting the carry there. Shout-outs coming through. So watching from Sherbrooke, fantastic to have you, Maria McLeod. And Jose Murphy watching from Nebo. Let's go the Cooters. And Eli Charles is fighting to get back to his feet. And doing a good job here. The brothers have come out of half-time and they've bounced straight into their work. And at the moment, Cooters won, struggling to get outside of their end. They're at the 30 now on the fourth. Oh, geez, that's one just let loose, and it sort of had a bit of a kick to it. Might have caught a bit of the breeze and dragged it forward as well. Robert Freeman shouting out to Warrabinda. Shout out to Warrabinda. We'll see the Warrabinda boys a bit later today in action. And Deneen Barnes, let's go Barnesy. Well, they come here to the left. Now taken down 30 metres out. They're going to come and tell you to get off, eh? Well, great shot over the top, Davin Crampton, but it's the brothers building here. They come to the right. They've got a deep backline set. But numbers were good there for Barracudas 1. Spinning out of another tackle. It's Sterling Aiden away. They come to the short side. Come down, hop down, boys. They're a metre out here. And away they go to the left. Goes high, floating. Touched, and it'll be a dropout here, so compounding pressure. Brothers will have another opportunity, hot on the attack here. And that's a deep dropout, goes 50 metres on the fly. Oh, he chances it, tries the sideline, tiptoes it. Just checking on him there. So both players, it looked like, lost their footing as they came over and were both flying across. Both players losing their footing.
Please have first aider on the field, please. First aider to the field.
And Pearson as he came over the top, and geez, it was as he tiptoed down the sideline, it was brave. Didn't have much room to work in. Philip Kidner there. And they're just doing all precautions to make sure he's okay. Both players are. He's just going to go and get it checked out. And now that penalty is 6 more tackles for Borgelman Brothers on the attack. Away they come in. It's a turnover. So strong defence there from Barracudas 1. Wasambara now stepping out of tackles. Out to the 30. The 20, sorry. Vaikwa, 30 metres out. Pearson. On to Kerr. And 2 in the tackle as the ball comes loose. So a pressure relieving penalty for Barracudas 1. Ten metres into Borgelman Brothers half now for Barracudas 1. Bora hits solidly. 30 metres out now. Go short side. Reuben. 20 metres out. Pearson coughs it up. So error there. And it'll be Borgelman Brothers. So it's an arm wrestle at the moment this half. 22 points to 6. Barracudas 1 leading the way. We have people jumping on board on the live chat. Love to see this atmosphere since the early to late. Haven't seen this atmosphere since early to late 90s. Shout out to Telston, Tello, Sibley, and everyone that worked behind the scenes just shed the beautiful PI. It is absolutely fantastic here. It's a fantastic atmosphere here. The crowd rocking in. It's a great feel around, right around the island when you come into town. Everyone was talking about it yesterday when we went down to the shops. It's fantastic to have. And that one has, gone into touch. He had his foot out. And they certainly have done a fantastic job, the organising committee here, getting us up. The Christmas Cup. 11 men's teams, 4 ladies teams competing over the weekend. Watching all the way from NZ, right across the ditch. Fantastic to have you on board. This is what it's what it's all about, being able to bring community rugby league live into the masses. Watching these blue-collar battlers becoming blue-collar legends out here, live on your screens, and they go early, on the toe. It's an awkward bounce, and the wily old Davin Crampton just showing his wares there, running off line, but he is met by an absolute wall of blue down in the bottom corner. Yeah, Baikwa finds a little bit of room to move there. Skips out of one, out of another, and now we're away. Thomas Uy, he's brushing them, swatting them like flies out an offload. Bora to Brent Barnes. And after being under pressure, Barracudas, they go the length of the field here. It was a great start by Thomas Uy and finished off by Brent Barnes.
Can the try scorer please turn around? Try scorer.
Well, they were under the pump. Borgelman Brothers, they kicked early off that scrum.
Brent Barnes.
And then they were jamming them up in the bottom corner down here. But great carry. Don't you love to see A big man in full fight.
Number 6 with conversion to come.
Is there a better sight?
There isn't. There is actually one better sight when a big man's in flight and a hamstring goes.
Hey, watch out there, eh? Hey, big fella, watch out. Wait.
Successful. Take the Barracudas to 30. Others 6. 10 minutes to go into the second half.
$30 points to 6. And that probably just settles it for the Barracudas there. Like they were under the pump, and it looked like it was going to be the Boogman brothers starting a real big comeback. But that just settles the nerves for the Cooters. Now dragged down 30 metres out. Alice scheming around dummy half. Geez, he's been good in both matchups that we've seen. James Ellis, he just keeping the markers honest. Hampton bounces out of 1, 2. Quick play the ball. Now there's room. This is when they're dangerous off the back of those quick play the balls, the Barracudas. Now away they come to the left. Pearson drops it on the shoe. Finds a bit of space. It was an awkward one. That was a difficult catch. It was right at his toes. So it's fantastic news there. Philip Kidner passing all his checks from the sports trainers there. It was only really precautionary. They just wanted to make sure his player welfare is the most important thing here. And we can tell you that he is Philip Kidner good to go. We'll see him back in action. And he's back out the back there now as we speak. So fantastic stuff. Eli Charles, and that'll be a double for young Eli. Well, Dane, one of the reasons we started doing...
Eli Charles taking Barracudas to 34. Others 6.
4 points to 6 there, but one of the reasons why we started doing this, going around and live streaming the local footy, and was I spent a bit of time working in rugby league in North Queensland and seeing the immense talent that we had getting around the place, and just having that platform to be able to show and display some of these young guys that might have sort of either been in the pathway and slipped back and are back in local rugby league, or maybe hadn't been seen at all, and give them that platform to get out there. Because I tell you what, some of the talent throughout North Queensland that is playing in there, there's a few teams Queensland Cup wide at least that I think could do worse than having a look at some of the boys that are and ladies are running around in these competitions. And certainly Eli Charles is probably one of those. He's a big frame of a young lad, raw boned, moves really well. If there's any Queensland Cup clubs that are watching or come and pick up any of the videos going through here and you see something you like, I'm sure Telston Sibley would have no problems passing you on details to be able to get a hold of some of the lads running around here. Geez, there's some movers. Can't coach speed, Dane.
There is plenty of speed here.
I know that all too well because no matter how much I trained, there was 0 by speed increases. Moves in, strikes it, and likes it. Straight as a die. The flags went up early. Jalabamerga with another successful conversion.
Brothers 6, 5 minutes to go into the second half.
5 minutes remaining in this one, and then we switch over and it'll be back into our ladies round 3.
2 women's teams. Barracuda Green and Sisters, please get ready to take the field in 5 minutes.
Barracuda Green taking on Boogerman Sisters in our next matchup. It's outstanding seeing these teams getting full ladies teams up for the competition. It's exceptional, growing the game. Finds a bit of grass there. Pearson able to secure that. And Uy charging again off the back fence. Where they come to the left. Bounces out of a couple and that ball just goes to ground. So brothers will get the ball. They had their opportunities, Boogerman brothers. They really started that second half fast. They were right in the face of the Barracudas one, and probably if they'd just been able to come away with some points early there, might have been able to shift that momentum. But that long-range effort, long-range try, I think, just sort of settled the nerves for Barracudas. Still very early to call this carnival. It takes a brave man to call a potential winner in the early rounds of Carnival Rugby League. Oh, and a lovely dummy show and go. And an offload now. There's more points here for Boogerman brothers. Penalty there. That is strong defense. Good tough carry. And number 12, Jared Hopkins there. And that's Larry. Great hands, scooping that up off his toes. It's a 7, Michael Noble there. Dug into the line, as halves do. And space here. Oh, that took a good tackle because that looked like the number 17, Frederick Friday, was in for all money. And it took a fantastic tackle. Two minutes remaining in this one. Then women's action coming up. Plenty more footy to come here today on Palm Island Day 2 of the Christmas Cup. Just getting up awkwardly in that one. Got his leg caught. Pearson plays out the back. Charles now. Bursting into the backfield, throws a dummy. The fullback doesn't take no dummies. They come the short side. Barnes out of 1, out of 2. And No, he didn't call it. Well, I think they thought he's called it forward pass. They've put it on the shoe, and it's gone back the other way. Well, I've seen some strange things in rugby league, but I might need to throw away my eyes, because I might have seen it all now. I think he's either giving himself up there, and I think that's probably pretty telling. Strong defence there for Crampton, but he thought that there was a forward pass call. He's put it on the shoe, and Brothers have taken off with the football, and it was play on. Well, I'm sure when he gets home later on this evening, and he'll have plenty of people texting that have been on Blue Collar Sports, letting him know what was doing there. Yeah. And that kick will go out on the full. And I think you'll hear the siren very, very shortly. There it is. And that one's in the books. So Barracudas won now with 2 victories to their name. And coming up next, Boogman Sisters taking on Barracudas Green in the women's Barracudettes Green.
36, Brothers 6.